What's up, everybody? I'm ThrashManiac99 here on the Kings of Kings channel, here to bring you a different video than what I normally do on my main channel, ThrashManiac99. By the way, if you guys haven't subbed to it, you should check it out. For this video, this ain't wrestling related, this is music related. As you can tell in the title below, this is a CD review. And for this review, I'm reviewing one of my favorite albums that have come out this year, Hatebreed's The Divinity of Purpose. Now, before I get into the review, overall this album was brutal and amazing. Maybe, I'll even put this up there as maybe possibly being Hatebreed's best album, period, up there with Perseverance and Rise of Brutality. But this is their first album they've had since their self-titled album in 2009. And I have to say, this album blew the self-titled album out of the water. Because you have 12 songs that were unbelievable, and it was all in a little over 30 minutes. So the average length was about 3 minutes per song. There was only about 2, maybe 3 songs that were under 3 minutes, with the shortest song being the opening song, and now I'm going to get into the review. So the first song we get is the lead single to Divinity of Purpose, and that's Put It to the Torch. And then that song was only about 2 minutes, 12 seconds, so it was the shortest song on the album, and it was a crushing opener and a crushing lead single to what would be an amazing album. So yeah, Put It to the Torch had some good riffing, along with all pretty much, to not go in depth about the lyrics to everything, pretty much most of Hatebreed's lyrics can be a little tiny bit political, but most of their songs are all about standing up for yourself and everything like that, which is good, which is pretty good advice to listen to with these songs. And it's like, it gets you pumped up or gets you angry, and like they got songs where it motivates you to want to beat up somebody who gets in your way and stuff. So that's what I love about Hatebreed, is how they write their songs with the lyrics. Really, really good stuff. Great quotes, great stuff from Hatebreed. But yeah, pretty much all the songs on this album are pretty much the same, the lyrics as far as like the topics. But Put It to the Torch was a good opener. They had a little bit of a riff part at the end that kind of sounded like their song Live for This from Rise of Brutality, but then again, they could write however they want, so there you go. So yeah, Put It to the Torch was a pretty good opener. Then we get to one of the best songs on the album, and the second single to the album, Honor Never Dies. Now, title alone speaks for the lyrics itself, and this song was about three minutes or so, yeah, over 3 minutes, and it was an amazing song. I mean, just that opening lyrics, the opening lyrics to the song: sometimes standing for what you believe means standing alone, and that is very, very true with life. So yeah, that was a great quote, a great lyric at the beginning of the song. So yeah, there you go. Then we get into the next song, one of my personal favorites off the album, Own Your World. And it was one of their longer songs. It was about 3.5 minutes in length, and it was a pounding, crushing song. And I mean, it was just a great song. And the chorus of the song went, fists up, head high, we own the fucking world tonight. And it's like, yeah, own your world. Basically, it's like the whole quote, you only live once. Basically, honor never dies. Or actually, no, own your world is basically how you should live your life and stuff like that. Now we get to another favorite, The Language, and this was a long song on the album. It was about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes again, and it was a pretty pretty brutal song, and this was one of only a couple songs, or a few songs on the album that had guitar solos. And it was a great solo from their lead guitarist, Wayne, who was an original guy, and he came back into the band in early 2009 when he did the Forward Alliance cover album, as well as the self-titled album, and now this album. So yeah. But yeah, The Language was was an amazing song with a great guitar solo. Then we get a good song that you could use to pump up if you're like an MMA fighter getting ready for a fight. This is a song to pump up for before a fight. Before the Fight Ends You, which is basically about getting into a fight and not letting your rival get the best of you. So yeah, that was a good song. And then there's the next song, which is this is one of the another shorter song. This is under 3 minutes. Indivisible. Now, Indivisible had a great bass intro, a fast bass intro, which was pretty awesome. So yeah, this was another great song. Now we get to my favorite song off the album, and probably, in my opinion, they're the most brutal, or one of the most brutal songs off the album, Dead Man Breathing. I mean, this song was so crushing and so it was mid-tempoed feel, but it had some fast elements in it. A good double bass kick, double bass drums fills in there, which was awesome. Just awesome song right there. 3 minutes 20 seconds. It was a great song. Now we get to the longest song on the album, which is only 3 minutes 40 seconds, the title track, The Divinity of Purpose. Now this had the best bass intro on the album. The Indivisible was a great bass intro, but the Divinity of Purpose bass intro was pretty cool, and it was a fast song, but it had a really groovy opening to it, which was pretty cool. Then we get to the next song, which is Nothing Scars Me. Now, that is a very, very good lyrical song, because it's like, if no matter how much crap you take in life, nothing scars you, and that was an awesome song for a lyric topic. And like the chorus and the outro part is like, nothing scars me, nothing scars me, nothing scars me, nothing fucking scars me, nothing you say scars me anymore. Oh, I love that part in the song. That was awesome. Then we get another short song, about 2 minutes 40 seconds, Bitter Truth. And that was an awesome song. Not a lot of lyrics were on this song, but still, it was quick to the point. Then we get another good song, Boundless, Time to Murder It. Now, this was probably their most deathly lyrical song, because it had a lot of death lyrics in it, like with murder and stuff like that and everything. So this was a little bit of a different type of lyrical vibe. They went a little bit more towards the hatred as well as death style. So yeah. Then we get to the final song, which is the second shortest song on the album. It's about 2 minutes 20 seconds, and it's called Idolized and Vilified. Now, I thought that was a really good ending, a really good final song with it's like a song about going all or nothing on a particular challenge, which that was pretty cool. So yeah, and that was the review for Hatebreed, The Divinity of Purpose. Now overall, it's like I said, the album was amazing, and if possible, I would maybe put it up there as maybe being the best Hatebreed album they've ever done, up there with their albums like Perseverance and Rise of Brutality. So yeah, but and then there you see the disc and the little liner notes, which, by the way, I'll get the liner notes out right here, the little stuff. So yeah, there you see it's the this side is the lyrics to each song, and there's the man Jamie Josta, the lead singer. Lyrics to 2 more songs, and there's Chris, the drummer. Or actually, no, that was Chris, who's the bass player. Never mind. More lyrics, and then we have Matt, who he and Jamie are the only 2 members of the band that have been there since the very beginning in 1993, and they're still putting out great shit. So yeah, he's a crushing drummer, Matt, right there. Then more lyrics, and also Frank, one of the guitarists. More lyrics, and there's Wayne, who played a few solos on the album, and the rest of the lyrics and some other liner notes, including like the thanks and like who produced the album and the lineup and shit like that. So yeah, that was the liner notes. Now, overall with Hatebreed's history, they have been rooted in the old school 80s hardcore punk scene, but they were huge metal fans. Like Jamie and Matt and the other guys in the band are big metal fans, but their music was pretty rooted in hardcore. But many people will say, and I'll even say, that this is probably their most metal album they've ever done. I mean, all their albums were pretty metal, but it had a lot of roots into the hardcore punk scene from the 80s. And also even has roots in the old school thrash scene in the 80s as well, because 80s thrash and 80s hardcore kind of merged. Despite in the early goings of the scenes there were fights between the 2 different crowds, but towards the middle and the end of the 80s, both the hardcore and thrash scenes came together in like Europe and America, and the hardcore scene went metal pretty much. And that was awesome. It was the crossover thrash movement, crossover thrash metal movement, where bands that would sound hardcore would go to metal, and rarity metal bands would cross over to sound hardcore. But Hatebreed is one of the pioneering bands of the metalcore scene, which combines extreme metal, crossover, thrash, hardcore, and youth crew music all into one. And Hatebreed's one of the big pioneers of that style. And I don't think any metalcore band can do what Hatebreed can do. I mean, yeah, there's some good, talented metalcore bands out there that I like. Most particularly the melodic metalcore bands, the bands that combine metalcore and melodic death metal together. But Hatebreed's the one, like, truly strict metalcore style, combining hardcore and metal. And, yeah. So, yeah, to those out there who are big heavy metal fans, or hardcore punk fans, or metalcore fans, hard rock, rock and roll, heavy metal, whatever, I highly recommend you get this album. This album was amazing. Yeah, one of the top 5 best albums in 2013 for hard rock and heavy metal in my book. But anyways, peace.